and welcome back to my karting channel. This was the practice session for Grid Heat Seeker. As you'll be able to see at the start, that was Ben Boyle who said hello. He always says to me, you never put in me saying hello to the camera, so I thought I'll put it in today, let him say hello to the camera. He does it most weeks, so I just thought pop it in at the start as a little introduction to the voiceover, and yeah, that's Ben for you. So this practice session, I did okay with my times, and I got a 49.599, but my laps were not very consistent at all. Because I don't know what was wrong, but I think there was something wrong with the kart where it just the steering wasn't it didn't feel right. Like I kept whacking the barriers, and I had quite a few hefty hits, and yeah, it just put my mindset off. Like didn't hit it there, but just trying to warm the tyres up just to get some heat. Because at this point I had no grip at all, just trying to find any bit of heat possible. As you can see here, barrier hits 1. I've got a little counter throughout the video, just pops up every time I hit the barrier. Because I hit the barrier too many times in this session. Like the kart just wouldn't, I just couldn't find any grip. Or it was the steering, I'm not sure, but either or, it was so annoying. And in hindsight, I should have pitted for a new kart, but I just wasn't thinking of it at the time, and I was just thinking to try and get a fast lap. But I don't know. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have pitted, but yeah, I didn't, and can't do anything about it now. But I got an okay time. It was a 49.5, which isn't one of my bests, but I'll take it for this session. But yeah, I wasn't very happy with my results in this session, but it was one to forget. Nearly hit the barrier there, but I just scratched it, so I'm not going to count it as a barrier hit. But I got like 9 or 10 in total, which, yeah, in a 10-minute session, it's basically one hit a lap. Which, yeah, you shouldn't be doing it at my level, really, because it's just not it's just not my standards, really. So I was quite disappointed. The fact that and you can see just the oversteer there, just slipping and sliding all over. So I was just, yeah, like I said, I should have pitted, but now we've caught up to Lewis and Lewis. So the both of the Lewises. Lewis Brooks is up ahead in the blue and black helmet, and Lewis Highland is the one in the pink and white suit. And Lewis Highland in the pink and white suit, he's one of the heavyweights in TeamSport Liverpool. So you can just see the speed I'm gaining, because I think I'm either the lightest or one of the lightest lightweight, so he was messed up on the entrance. You see the speed, little wave, just the speed I've gained on him on that straight. So you can see how much weight does make a difference. So yeah, because I was behind him by quite a bit. He messed up on the on the hairpin, and then that just weighed him down through the hairpin, and I just flew past. Yeah, just you can see the difference in weight. And as you can see now, barrier hits. It's the second one. I was so annoyed at myself at this point, because I thought it was my fault at this. While I was racing, I thought it was actually my fault. But watching back at the video, I can just see it wasn't really. It was my fault and not my fault at the same time, because again, it was my fault because I should have swapped karts. But I think it was a kart problem. So either cold tyres, just they wouldn't warm up, just wouldn't get gripped, or it was something to do with the steering, or the brakes, or something on the car just didn't feel right. So I'm just thinking it was my fault, but in watching back, it wasn't really. And now my main aim is to just try and get a quick time for the practice, warm my tyres up, get the kart nice and grippy for the hot lap qualifying. I didn't actually record the hot lap qualifying, I just forgot to, so it wasn't very impressive anyway. I qualified like 9th. I just messed up on one of the corners, again, whacked the barrier because I was in the same kart, so I messed up, and yeah, my lap was a 50.5, which is, yeah, it's awful. That was awful, because especially that I've got the lap record at TeamSport Liverpool International Track. A 50.5 is pretty pathetic for me. So yeah, it's just this session and the hot lap qualifying was was pretty much to forget. But in race 1, 2 and 3, I improved massively. I gave my head a little wobble. There's barrier hits 3. I was so annoyed at myself. You see, was whack the wheel, and barrier hit 4. This wasn't a very good lap. It's just trying to get some grip into the tyres, because I think I've now realised it's not me, it's the kart with no grip. But then, yeah, I still don't know why I didn't pit. But yeah, like I was saying, I gave my head a little wobble in between the sessions, because between the practice and the hot lap quali, we just parked in the black flag lane, and then we were just sent out one by one just to get our lap. We had a warm-up lap to just get some heat into the tyres, get the kart grippy, and then we had our actual lap. So in my warm-up lap, I was just trying to warm the tyres up, get the kart gripped, and it just didn't work. Barrier hits 5, and I was just thinking, what am I doing at this point? I was just like, I don't know what was going on. I was so annoyed. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear any of like my screams or anything, because I was just so annoyed. And yeah, it's just definitely one of those sessions to forget. But like I said, race 1, 2 and 3, I improved, so that's just all I can take away. And if you've got a sharp eye through there, you might be able to see a little white thing on the track. That's a very big mistake that I made. I accidentally left my AirPods case and the actual pods in my suit pocket, and they flew out on the session. So they obviously bounced out of my suit pocket and bounced out of the kart, landed on the track, and yeah, it was pretty painful to watch back this video. And watching it back now, it's just, I don't know why I left them in the suit. I just must have forgot that they were in there. And what's even more painful is I was one of the people that ran it over. I think it's either this lap or the next lap. Yeah, here we are. There's the AirPod crush. It's horrible to watch back, because that's around 200 quid just down the drain. Barrier hit 6. Yeah, it's just, it wasn't a very nice, it wasn't really pleasant watching back, because yeah, it's a lot of money just wasted by a stupid mistake, and I'm definitely not making that mistake again. So I highly recommend to any karters out there who leave stuff in their pockets to double check that they have not got anything in their pockets, because you see barrier 7 and 8, I was so annoyed at this point. But little did I know I'd be even more annoyed when I realised I ran over my AirPods. So yeah, if you go karting and you put stuff in your suit pockets, definitely don't leave them in there, because as you can see, very big consequences. So I've had to buy myself new AirPods now, because Apple were going to try and charge me £79 per AirPod to get them replaced. So I just thought, it's not worth it. I'll take the hit. There's hit 9, talking of hits. I'll take the hit of the money and buy myself a new pair. But yeah, definitely check your pockets and don't leave anything of value in them, because as you can see, I'm now £200 down the drain, which I didn't really want to be spending really, because that's quite a few karting sessions that I have now lost out on. But I can still go, because I'm just lucky that I've got a paper round really, because that's what's paying at the moment. So yeah, definitely don't leave anything in your pockets. You see yellow lights now. At this point I was fuming, because I hit the barriers so many times, and I was just thinking onto the qualifying, hot lap qualifying, and you'll see me on the in lap just try and get some extra heat in my tyres, get some extra grip. You can see here, warm my tyres up. And yeah, so there's a few things to take away from this session. Don't leave anything of value in your pockets, and swap your car if you know there's a problem, because I didn't swap my car and I knew there was a problem, and who knows, if I didn't swap my car, I might not have made that mistake, and I might not have run my AirPod over. But I don't think I was the only one who ran the AirPod over, because let's be honest, it was in the middle of the track. So yeah, I don't think I was the only one. Yeah, mistakes are made, it's how you learn from them, but yeah, it's a big mistake to make. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.